you weren't too shabby,
Well,
my dear.
thanks.
How exhilarating was it to play a character like Maria?
Well, it was a huge thrill, and I just had such admiration for her audacity and her genuine passion for performing, and she's got some serious gumption.
She definitely does. I mean, were you at all nervous about taking on this part? I don't know. It seemed like a very huge challenge to me.
Yeah, it was. It was a serious undertaking. There were a lot of technical demands. I had to contend with an accent and a different period and a different culture and sit up straight, which clearly I am not happy about generally. But those were the more superficial obstructions even, but beyond that, the arc that my character undergoes is quite enormous and swift. She transforms it pretty rapidly from a naive sort of disempowered person to a fully realized kind of artist.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you're no stranger to Shakespeare. We've seen you in Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
I mean, but what was it like? Is it harder for an actor to tackle Shakespeare's words than doing just a normal dialogue?
I actually find it to be easier working with Shakespeare's words. I mean, if you do the work of really decoding the language and really fully understanding the meaning and his intention, then the structure's so sound that it's sort of like dominoes. You just tap the first one and the rest of them fall.
Yeah.
Like the innate rhythm carries the actor through the scene. That's been true for me anyway. So I mean, weak writing often leads to weak acting, and I think the same is true in reverse.
Yeah.
There are no gaps to fill. There's nothing to compensate for.
Right. Now, I have to ask you, what was your very first reaction when you saw Billy and the whole gap?
I was quite alarmed. Yeah, it was a little scary, and it wasn't just Billy. It was Tom Wilkinson and that blackface, and Richard Griffiths in that enormous wig, and I mean, all of the costumes were so opulent and alien, and it took me some time to acclimate.
Yeah, was it odd working against Billy when he was dressed up as Desdemona?
Yeah, it was. He was often, again, I finally grew accustomed to it, but he was always in some silk corseted gown and like a skull cap with lipstick on his teeth kind of thing. I mean, and he's got such a deep voice. He's so dude-like. that was harder to conceal when his guard was down.
I'm sure. As we were just mentioning before, that climactic scene is just brilliant. I mean, the acting between the two of you was just unlike anything I've seen. Honestly. And I just wanted to know, how many times did you have to, go through that to get it right?
Well, we must have done that death scene. Oh God, I don't know the number. We did it consistently over the course of 2 or 3 days. But it was great fun. That was not difficult. I mean, it was intense and it was demanding, but it was so exciting. It really felt like we were transcending the normal experience. So, yeah.
Jeffrey Hatcher says you're the best Desdemona he's ever seen. He just told me that. Honest to God.
He's delirious. He's been talking for too many hours now, I think.
You were very, very good. How do you rate Billy's Desdemona?
Well, I mean, Billy had the problem of having to act well in a very stylized way. So I don't know. He fared pretty well.
He did fare very good. So what's next? What are we going to see from you next?
I did a movie called Shop Girl, which is based on Steve Martin's novella.
Working with Steve Martin. Oh my goodness! What was it like to read his words? Holy mackerel!
Yeah, from Hatcher to Martin. It was great. This was based on an actual relationship that he had, and I knew the woman that the story was written for, and the character was written for, and that it was strange to kind of accompany him down his memory lane. You know, yeah, he was in a perpetual state of deja vu. But it was cool. I haven't seen the final edit, so I don't really know what it is
I
yet.
can't wait. I read the book. I can't wait. Last question. If you had your choice of any actress that you just die to work with, I know it's hard to top Meryl Streep. I know
Yeah.
we have to get past
I
that,
know.
Claire.
Who's going to usurp Meryl?
I don't. But if you really had a choice to act with anybody, who would it be and why?
Kate Blanchett, I think, is just virtuosic. She's amazing. I don't know if what her limitations are. I think that she's incredibly gifted and skilled and generous. So that would be fun.
Well, I would love to see that. That would be awesome. Well, you know what? Congratulations on this. Best of luck, and I can't wait to talk to you.
All right. Thank you.
you.
Thanks a lot.